Um, all right. Well, man, again, stoked on this. I think it's a great scenario.
So yeah, so basically, so if we were to do this, let's say we did the seller financing, right? So we're at 1,125, and I think we can still sell this for 1.6 all day, especially in 5 months, with 125K rehab. So then, and let's say, so right now it's showing 183 days for hold time. 183 divided by 30, that's 6 months. Would you
Ah,
that okay? Would you leave this at 183-day hold time, or would you take some hold time off of this, like 5 months?
oh yeah, I would take some whole time off. But I
Yeah, okay.
would like if I were to buy it, like you're fine. Be conservative. The numbers are looking like the numbers are stellar, dude.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look at like, okay. And then so for the total cash required, right? Like, so how would we set this up, right? Like, let's say we were going to do this rehab, right? And we're looking at this deal to really look at it. And let's say he does the seller financing at 6%. So how would you put those numbers in here?
Yeah. So it would be you would change the um it would be the gap funding. So the percentage of what the first loan position would be a hard money loan. So you would want the first loan position of you, and you'd want the adjust that first loan position, percentage wise. So actually the amount equaled what is going to be relevant, right? So if there's this much equity out of it.
So he has a mortgage. Yes. So he has a mortgage balance of 450, and then there's the rehab cost of 125 would be 575. So that's what this one would be, right?
Yeah. So that would
Okay.
have to be at like, 12% interest and, whatever, 2 points. So that's expensive
Gotcha.
money. And then in the second,
I actually get I can get better terms.
yeah,
I got somebody, but like if we just let's just put it at 10%,
yep, there you go. Okay. So then you would make sure
and the rest is over
yep,
here.
yep. And so just make sure that those numbers are accurate and then put that loan percentage at 6%. Yep, there you go.
Gotcha. And then leave the buyer's agent at 2.5 and the listing agent at 1.
Yeah, I would put 2. Not that you're committing to 2 right now, but just,
Yeah. So that puts us at a 200.
Here's how I like to buy shit, Chris. Like when I like to buy shit, I like the deal analyzer to be as conservative, to represent like the worst. Because then it's exciting when you go in here and you're like, oh shit, dude, let's trim this back. Oh, cool, we'll save money. Then you just work on growing that number up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
That's how because whenever I do it that way, when I'm negotiating with somebody, almost always I can be, if I need to go find 5-10 grand, I can usually trim it. I can usually find that haircut right here. Okay. Because I strategically left it like that. So I could come in here and trim it up if I had to. That's number one. But number two is, again, like when deals are tight and you can come back in here to your deal analyzer and start pumping, find yourself another 10, 15, 20 grand by trimming shit out and having a conversation with the realtor, like, hey, can you do it for 1% this time or whatever else? And then bam, you got it.
Gotcha. Okay. Now on this type of deal, so given these numbers here, 1.6, 125K, if we can get at 1.125, we do the seller financing, right? Basically, Christian was telling me that there's basically 4 areas of profit in a renovation, right? It's marketing for the lead, it's the terms of the deal, it's the contractor, and then the resale, right? So like in this scenario, we're basically bringing at least half of those scenarios. So would this be a deal that you would do like a JV with like Jekka, since she's flipping properties herself, has contractors, and can help with this, right? And basically say, hey, let's go, 50-50 or, or 75-25, and you get the relist money.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking like, sure, I'd be like, I'll be happy with a 40K profit, but at the same time, if we can do, the seller financing, we don't need as much money, and I can also get financing for the remaining balance. So if we can get like 75% of this profit, and then her get some of it too, and the relist, shit, we can make, I mean, 200K times 0.75. I mean, that's 150K. Like, why not? I mean, sure, we can shit the bed and lose some on it too, but I mean, the numbers seem like in this scenario it would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. It does make sense. Now, what the risk that you would want to measure is, hey, is the market still going to be this strong in 5 months? Like, so right now, I'm not, this in my head should really be debated from a strategic stance, in and out of the market right now, or have something for 4 or 5 months. So what the rehab that I would be interested in, or more interested in doing, is the shorter the whole time, the better. So if you could do that same rehab with a $50,000 budget, then put it on the market so that you just hold it for less time.
Yeah.
Okay, then put it, so lower the rehab budget, lower, of course that lowers the ARV, that's fine, but it's relative, right? And so it's
Yeah.
just, you lower this, you lower that, right? And so, but the whole goal is to be in and out of houses, in and out of the marketplace as quick as possible, so that the market doesn't have a chance to correct, some weird news come out, some fucking this, that, the other thing. Interest rates went up 2%, you just lost buying power, but like, you don't, that's all of that risk window. The bigger the scope of work, the bigger the overages, the bigger the this, the bigger the that. And so there's a balance point that, and with the market as hot and as aggressive as it is right now, you just want to get things back on it to turn it off and go.
Yeah. Gotcha. So it's like, okay, if you were to drop this down to like a 75K rehab, right? So now you shave 50K off. So maybe you can only get, 1,525. You're still pretty close on the profit.
It's all it should be relative.
Yeah. And you're out quicker. Gotcha. Okay.
Less risk.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay. So that's how the smart people are playing the game right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. You would have a hard time talking me into a 6-month project right now. I would be like, I'm not going to hold it all the way through summer, till wait to the end of summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we would have the opportunity to do it in June.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, it's just the way it is. Like, you got it. And I've been involved in enough transactions, Chris, where like this, we could make conversation hold very little water.
It's the
Massively. So like, that's why that I've learned, and that's why, like, if it feels like, well, Erik's just not being aggressive, dude, it's just like, you're hearing a lot of experience and a lot of nerve in this moment in the marketplace. I'm just like, dude, 20 years of being here, like, I just know what this moment is.
Yep.
So play it accordingly. And quick rehabs, sure. Wholesales all day long. Long rehabs, no. Next question. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Private money rehabs, hell yeah. Right? Quick private money rehabs all day. Let's go. Right? JV with Jekka to do, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's because you, as an acquisition guy, I would just like, well, we could make on that one. It's like, what could we make out of our pipeline by doing just, let's keep that engine pop, 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 pop. Let's build on that level of momentum to go make 2 or 3 more transactions where we're getting 30, 40, 50, 60K on those.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah,
no
and the
risk.
reality is with, if we're doing seller financing on this, right, and we wholesale this right now, we're giving them a 6% seller finance deal where, so now it's costing them less money unless they have access to like actual cash. We're giving them a great deal on the money, so they're going to make more profit, so we can charge more for the deal. We could probably make 50, 60K.
Yep.
Or more. I mean, people are like willing to make,
More.
yeah, people are, 100K. Like, I mean, if we're showing them like, hey, there's, if we're looking at this like, hey, there's 200K profit, like, hey, there's 100K profit.
Yeah. Like we're taking it back to homeboy that just made $1 bazillion on the last one. And we're being like, yo, he's
Wanna do
the
it again?
guy that understands all that, and
Yep.
he'd be like, yeah. Okay. So, I got my 3 o'clock pulling up
Yeah,
here.
no worries. All right, man. Sounds good.
Good meeting. Do you mind if we share some of this?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Right. I mean, like that was a great call to review and do a good discussion afterwards. I think it's tremendously relevant to a lot of people. So if you're open
For
it,
sure. Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I wanted to hit you up and try to get you on while I was making the call. So
yeah, bomb, dude. I really appreciate it. So it's super cool, and I'm stoked for the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm super excited about it. So
Cool. All right, man.
all right, brother.
Talk soon.
I'll talk to you later.